Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, it's Zainab. Welcome back to my daily reading of Nahjul Balagha. So today I just want to read to you a very beautiful, very short sermon, sermon number 50, that was delivered by Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, or Imam Ali, at some point during his caliphate. So it's very short, so I'm just going to jump right in. Okay, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praise belongs to him. And may Allah's peace and blessings go to Prophet Muhammad and his pure family, inshallah. Okay, so this is the sermon. The basis of the occurrence of evils are those desires which are acted on, and the orders that are innovated. Orders that are innovated, so made up. So like the rules that have been made by people, man, not ordained by Allah. It's not Islam, it's just things that people have added to Islam in the name of Islam. They are against the book of Allah. People cooperate with each other about them, even though it is against the religion of Allah. If wrong had been pure and unmixed, it will not be hidden from those who are in search of it. And if right had been pure without mixture of wrong, those who bear hatred towards it will have been silenced. However, what is done is that something is taken from here and something from there, and the two are mixed. At this stage, Satan overpowers his own friends, and they alone escape, for whom virtue has already been apportioned by Allah. Okay, so now it took me, even though I kind of understood what it was saying, it took me, I had to read it a couple of times because of my dyslexia, to kind of grasp what it meant by, and you guys get it. I have dyslexia, so it was hard for me to grasp. If wrong had been pure and unmixed, it would not be hidden from those who are in search of it. I swear, I had to read it a couple of times, maybe 3 times, to understand, because like my dyslexia. Anyways, pure wrongness in its purest form. It would be, okay, sorry. Wrongness in its purest form is easy to hide, right? But because it's mixed with good, because people take a little bit of good from here and a little bit of bad, mix it all together, so it's really hard to detect and discriminate what's good, what's bad, the good from the bad, the truth from the falsity, right? Really, I mean, 1400 years after Islam came down, people are still arguing about what's true and what's innovated, what's false, what's haram, what's halal, what's permissible, what's prohibited, etc., right? Because people over time have taken bits from the truth and bits from falsities and mixed them together so well that it's so hard to determine what's what. So anyways, I was talking with a sister earlier today, and we were talking about the story of Saqifa and how the caliphate, immediately after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had passed, how the caliphate was kind of formed, right? Saqifa. And as Shia, we know that the caliphate, or the leadership, or the protection of Islam was supposed to go to Imam Ali after the Prophet alayhi salam. But as we know what happened in history, it went to someone else. Ali was appointed by Allah, no one else, no one other than Allah, to be the successor of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But then, you know, some people kind of succumbed, is that the word? Succumbed to their worldly desires, let's say. For example, their desire for power, their desire for recognition, their desire for wealth, perhaps, whatever it is, worldly gain, anyways. And because their arrogance got the better of them, to the point where they pretty much did everything they could to ignore the decree of both Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in order to benefit themselves. And this story, which is truth, it happened in history, reminded me of another story that also happened in history a long time way before that. The story of Iblis, who served Allah for millennia before the creation of Adam alayhi salam. When Adam alayhi salam was created, after millennia of Iblis serving and worshipping Allah, to the point where there was one time that he bowed down in prostration, in sujood to Allah for, was it 4,000 years? I can't remember the number exactly. Maybe it was 4,000 or 6,000 years just being sujood. That's how much he worshipped and loved Allah. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam, and Iblis and all the angels and all creation were told to bow down to Adam in respect and reverence, not worship, but bow down to him in respect and reverence, Iblis was the one that refused, right? Because his arrogance got the better of him. And then that's what got him banished from heaven, and everything started happening after that. Anyways, so that's the story that I was reminded of when I think of the story of Saqifa and how leadership got into other people's hands because of arrogance. And then bad things happened. Umayyad Caliphate, Abbasid Caliphate, Karbala. Things start happening because now you've set the bar to, okay, I guess anyone can get caliphate. Anyone can have caliphate now, as long as they're, I don't know, a good fighter, or they have a good army, or they can speak to the people well, or I don't know, what's the criteria for Khalifa? What's the criteria? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so Saqifa, the story of Saqifa, and then leadership of Islam from then onwards, reminds me of Iblis and how his arrogance kicked him out of heaven, got him kicked out of heaven so that he could cause havoc on earth until the end of time. So yeah, guys, I mean, this whole life is just a balance between good and evil, truth and falsehood. What side are you gonna be on? I know what side I'm on. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. And the side I'm on, anyone who's on that side is lucky. So lucky. Alhamdulillah. I thank Allah every single day for allowing me to see the truth. Because the truth is not shown to everyone. Allah is the only one that can take that veil off your eyes. And that's just it.